There's something inside of every person which desires family. Yet the society and culture has lost what family really means, and they're grasping at whatever they can to get that feeling of family. Maybe the world is messed up regarding what family is, what it should be, because the church, or at least most of the church, has left the pattern of family that God has called us to be. Maybe when the church returns to being family rather than an institution, organization, the world once again will discover family. Find out exactly what we're trying to do at VFN and Vine Fellowship Network and the VFN Dream Center as we continue to shine the light on family. Check it out. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFN TV. I want to say this to you. I don't know if you know this or not. Every single Sunday we come together, in the fellowship at the VFN Dream Center and throughout the nation, and that, I want to invite you to participate in that. And one thing that we really focus on in our expression is family and relationship. And you see this word that just came from Pastor Kilpatrick about family. This generation is looking for authentic connectivity. They don't have it more than likely in their natural relationships. They don't have it in their workplace. And they're trying to find it through government and other things.
They definitely don't have it online.
Yeah, they don't have it online, and there's more depression and there's more isolation, and even though they got these friends, from following on Facebook, the truth is that they want that. That's why, Mark Zuckerberg came up with to name that particular selection button toggle friend, but it's just another button on a website. But people want to connect to folks. But the reality is, even Jesus, he says, listen, that I call you a brother, I call you, family. Those who do the will of my Father are the family of God.
Those are my
Those who do, the family of God. And so there's something inside of us that desire family, and there's wholeness that comes in that. There's healing that comes in that, but there also is vulnerability that comes in that, where you can't just show up and suck off the energy from a family. But a family's like, okay, now it's your turn to set the table.
Ebb and flow, right?
The ebb and flow, but it's what keeps you healthy. He says every joint supplies. And if you go back and look at the church in the days when we're reading the book of Acts, and all the way up to the time right before anyway, whatever it is, came in where they literally, wanted to control the church and wanted to be able to put it into buildings and that type of thing. And buildings are great, but what we lost in the paradigm is we lost what it's like to be family. It's if you start acting like family, people think it's strange. Or family's a fantasy. Family's like, we go fishing, that's family. Well, we're going to go fishing after you do your chores,
that's right.
And after you treat your sister better.
Yeah.
And there's something so beautiful about that. And I know that's one thing that we have, in the Vine Fellowship Network and the VFN Dream Center, with that we come together, we celebrate, the presence of God, the Word of God, we worship, but we also take time to hang out and talk about what we've learned and hear from each other and pray for each other. And it's not,
that's some of the most powerful time in ministry that occurs is when, we're hearing each other and, standing in the gap for each other and praying for each other.
Right.
It's beautiful. And listening to each other.
Yeah, you just, how many people actually go into a place to worship God and they don't talk to anybody, and they walk in strangers.
That's a common
and
occurrence.
They leave strangers, and it's, hey, thank God that anybody's doing anything for God. So I'm not just speaking against that. I'm just saying, but I really believe my passion is for us to have family back, because the world's so messed up in regards to what family is, because the church, which is actually the plumb line for what family is a mess. Yeah. And so we got to get back to fathers, sons, daughters, family of God, mothers, daughters, sons, fathers. It's amazing how it's just so encouraging. So I would encourage you, if you haven't yet, go to vinefellowshipnetwork.org. You can see it on your screen and find out how you can participate. Anywhere in the world you can join us. It's amazing how we set that up for you to be able to do that. But also, if you're on the Gulf Coast, come join us every Sunday at 10:30 a.m.
10:30, 6500 Pensacola Boulevard.
On the Gulf Coast, and we'd love to be able to have you and welcome you as part of the family.
That's right.
Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFN TV. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch,
at VFNkb.com.
I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.